what's up, y'all? It's YardOutTrucker, y'all, right here, out Chicago, Illinois. This is really my first real vlog, I would say, where I'm just actually talking to the people, telling them about my experience since I have been a trucker. Boy, I tell you, this shit is not for everybody. First and foremost, but if you got the drive, you got the dedication, you got the support, you can definitely do it, man. But it's gonna be some sacrifices you're gonna have to make, not just you personally, but also your loved ones. But let's take it back to the beginning. I got my CDL from All-State Career School. I recommend don't go to All-State, but All-State did have its pros. Even though it wasn't well ran, the people I met there and some of the instructors really are there for the right reasons, and the right reasons are for me and for you, potentially. My journey was not easy at all whatsoever. Just to give you a brief little bit of history about me, I did almost 10 years in the penal system, in and out of the county jails, in and out of state jails. I did 2 state sentences. Yeah, it just was wild, man. Just was ripping and running the streets. And I didn't come from, a necessarily bad upbringing. It was just really life choices that I made that I really, put myself in bad positions that landed me there. But with that time, I came up with a plan. I came up with some goals. I was able to heal, mentally, physically, spiritually, and I just was always focused, always locked in to just being a better individual than I was. So one of those plans was to get my CDL. Now, I've always been hearing about, truck drivers getting my CDL before, and I always said I was going to do it. I'm going to do it, yeah, I want to get my CDL. And I just would say it, but I had no real action behind it. And it's just crazy how Los Angeles just kind of almost pushed me in that direction. And I remember talking to, a loved one of mine. It was like, yeah, I kind of got this in my back pocket as I came home after doing my last stint. I was hustling, grinding, you feel me, just dead-end job to dead-end job. Got my forklift certification, started my own business as a personal trainer, also do that as well, and you'll get to see that as, you continue to follow me and know more about me and my journey. But yeah, I just was like, I'm kind of sitting on it. And I'll never forget, she told me, she was like, what you mean sitting on it? Like, you're not even in a position to be sitting on anything. And she was absolutely right, man. She was absolutely right. Cause yeah, I was doing good, but I could have been doing a lot better. And I wanted to do a lot better, to be honest. Like, I just had a different drive, a different passion, a different focus in me. Like, the hunger in my belly was crazy. It was crazy, man. Like, when they say, brothers come home from jail and turn up and run circles around people who are out here, for years, we just understand the value of time. We understand that no time can no longer be wasted. Like, anything and everything that I want, I need to get that now. And this was one of those things where I just couldn't sit on it no more. I just, basically was in a position sitting on the couch and was working for a company who, didn't really need no work. So without no work was no bread, no money, no paper. So I was like, man, I gotta make this decision. I gotta do this now. And I wound up going to school. I did about 7.5, almost 8 months in school, almost a year of CDL trucking school, which is not really the norm, because there's a lot of fast track programs, and I'll get into more of that, if not on this vlog, but another vlog, where you can get your CDL in a couple months. But the Most High had a different plan for me, and I'm glad he did that, because I've always been a person of structure. Even though I was wild and out of control at certain points in my life, I always did try to lead my life with structure and discipline. And it wasn't until that kind of seeped away is where I found myself in trouble. You feel me? I didn't have no structure, didn't have no discipline, no routine, no schedule. I just was out here lost, aimlessly wandering around, trying to figure it out. And this was the perfect thing for me, like I honestly can say. And you know, the trials and tribulations I've been through prepared me for this. Like some people have asked me, like, damn, how do you do it? How do you sit there and drive for 11 hours? How you be in a truck, you know, all that time and da-da-da. I'm like, man, I did a year and a half, almost 2 years in a hole, isolated confinement by myself. Like getting really down to knowing the ins and outs about myself, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So when people ask me, I just simply say I'm built for it. And you know, that might sound cocky or whatever, or however you might want to take, but nah, it's not. It's really the Most High has prepared me for what He had planned for me. You understand what I'm saying? Like He molded me out of the trials and tribulations to be able to handle any type of situation that life may throw at me. And being a CDL, school, those things was tested. And now that I'm out here in this field, actually, I see it now. Like he definitely put me in the right position, and I don't have no regrets, man. Like, you know, my past doesn't define me, and it really did save my life, because I'm here now and I'm doing well, and it's just the beginning. So boom, like that's just a little brief story about me. So go to school, graduated school, yeah, got my CDL license, and immediately, like my instructor said, like it's gonna be like the NBA draft, they gonna be on you. And he was not lying. And I decided to go with Road Tech Supreme Trucking, out New Jersey. And I'm still currently in training. I'm on right now my 7th trip. You need 8 trips to get out of training. After you take like, what do they call it? They call it after your 8th trip, right? It's crazy because it's, like I said, it's not for everybody. After your 8th trip, you gotta take another test, multiple choice test, and an advanced driving skills test. The advanced driving skill test part, I'm not concerned about. The multiple choice, I'm not really concerned about, but I've never been a good test taker. So right now I'm on my 7th trip. I'm trying to study as hard as I can, lock in the knowledge, and a lot of this stuff I've been learning as I've been out here getting real world experience. So I'm almost at the end, man. I'm almost at the end. And you know, since I've been out here, I didn't seen it all. Like I didn't seen the good, the bad, and the ugly about this career, but I've also seen the beauty in it, man. For a person like myself, who is currently on parole, who really can't even lead a county, when I tell you this is the closest thing I found to feeling free, I mean that. Like just being able to see the world, see not the world, but you know, the states, the country, the mountains, the sunset, the sunrise, like all of it to me is just that feeling of freedom that I long to have so deeply when I was behind the wall, when I was locked up. And that part is priceless. Like, it's priceless. But it's not all rainbows and butterflies, as they say, man. Driving through different time zones, different weather climates, it's a toll on your body. It's a toll on your body, and I try my hardest, you know, to remain fit out here. Being a personal trainer before this, exercising and just being disciplined in my diet and all that, it's being put to the test out here for sure. To drive after doing 11 hours of driving and to think like you about to work out, it's type crazy. But like I said, man, I'd rather be like this and look like this, because I feel as though, you know, I look all right. But I know what I used to look like. I used to be 300 pounds. So, and I got all the way down to 220. and totally turn my life, my physique, and everything around. I don't want to lose that. So yeah, all that played a factor into this, man. But so far, you know, I haven't let anything stop me, to be honest. Like, I just find ways to adapt, find ways to, you know, figure out situations and find solutions. So as I'm sitting here right now talking to y'all, man, it's been a journey. It's been a journey, for real. But it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing. And this whole time that I've been out here, I just learned so many things about myself, you know, and about just different people, different cultures that I've been able to experience since I've been OTR over the road. And you know, I cherish it, man. I don't take nothing for granted. Yeah, so all I can say is, if you thinking about becoming a truck driver, especially an OTR truck driver, really consider the fact that you are not going to be home. You're not going to be with your loved ones. You're not going to be with your family. Like I said, it's a sacrifice, but the rewards of this speak for themselves. You all know. It's where the money at. It's where the money at. But with that money comes sacrifices. And this is just the beginning for me. I got plans. I don't want to be an OTR driver forever, but I know right now, in this chapter of my life, I gotta put the work in, and I gotta make these sacrifices to get to where I want to go. So I'll continue to do vlogs, man. Subscribe to my channel, you know, hit the like button, comment. I got hella content coming soon, and I'm new to this, but I'm a quick learner, I'm a fast learner, and I'm gonna take you on the inside exclusive deep dive of the ins and outs of truck driving from my point of view. And I hope you enjoy. Just come along for this ride with me, enjoy this journey. It's just the beginning, but I feel like it's gonna be special, man. If you got love for me, if you don't know me, you know, this will help you to get to know me. If you think about becoming a truck driver, this will definitely help you make some of those decisions, because I'm gonna give you the real, raw, uncut version of it. But yeah, man, this is my first real vlog. Like I said, subscribe to my channel, YardOutTrucker, my Instagram, YardOutYah, all platforms. I got hella good stuff coming to y'all, man. Y'all be good. Stay safe out here.